like, comment, and hit the damn subscribe button.
What up, y'all? It's Michael with Post Strategic 5, and this is kind of the new layout. And, yeah, it's true. I really am homeless, and technically been homeless for 3 months. But, I mean, can you really be homeless if you own a vehicle and, Post Strategic 5 or Post Strategics or anything you'd like to use? It's chess, not checkers. And actually, funny enough, this picture behind me was actually my grandmother's who died last year. And the eyes open and close just randomly, depending on how you look at it. And I want to see if that'll actually work for my YouTube videos in the future. Even though, let's just say I don't believe a person, we'll say, or a God entity, whatever, named Jesus Christ actually exists. And then the other part of the title, I've never lived in my mom's basement. But it is true, I am homeless, and, being a veteran, there's very, very certain perks to getting a disability claim done if you're homeless. So my address is actually a P.O. box. But getting off of that subject and all the things that are coming in the future, your boy's officially an 80% disabled veteran with 20% left to go. So this is what the new backdrop's going to look like. I'm losing my mind. I got two remotes on this M6 Hohem gimbal that I love. Whatever the 7 came out, it's far superior. I recommend you get that. I got two damn remotes and neither one of them works, so I'm moving around. But here's what the storage unit looks like. I still got the damn door. Every single person on this door I truly appreciate, including the ones that I'm going to be adding soon. And, you could call it the magic of the Dark Carnival, whatever you'd like to use as your verbiage, but as y'all know, if you've seen the content, I got back from New York. It was the most insane clown posse show I've ever seen. But it wasn't just ICP. It was also Ouija. It wasn't just Ouija. It was also Wacko the Kid. And, like I said, we got to watch this because, the lights going out, that's something I got to kind of deal with. Because this is going to be the new studio, so the lights randomly shutting off, that's going to be a bit of a problem as we keep doing this, but I'll be honest with you, I have no idea how I'm going to fix that problem, but it is what it is. We adapt and overcome around here. But the magic of the Dark Carnival, man. I just ended up talking to some guy, and then I randomly linked up with Wacko the Kid. Didn't even know who he was, the Gummies track I heard of, all that, but I didn't even put it together in the moment, and I was just like, oh, shoot, that's Wacko, and I was like, yo, bro, I never heard of you and all, but it's love. And then we ended up linking up again, had this dope conversation, and he ended up saying something to me about this very specific concept, and then I ended up saying something to him, and he's like, mind blown, and it's like, yo, we agreed. But we had a conversation, and that video is going to be coming soon. I hope to get that done tomorrow. Funny enough, with all the terrorism and stuff that I deal with, your boy just became an 80% disabled vet, 20 more percent. And let's just say it's game time. If you heard 100% disabled vet, it's the ultimate game changer. And we'll see how that goes. There's a lot of work to do. Talking to a VSO rep for the first time. Those who know, I got horror stories for years. Literally lost my whole VA claim and over $50,000 and more insane craziness to come. So, it's going to get really, really ridiculous really, really soon. But, yeah, let's just say I like the new place. I think the Sams and stuff look pretty decent. We'll see, like I said. Yeah, because his eyes are closed, and I'm pretty sure they were opened at a certain point during this video. So, yeah, that'll work, and then we'll figure out how I'm going to set all this stuff up. We're going to get some more names on the door. We're going to get that video out tomorrow, why it was the most insane show, venue, tour, whatever you want to call it. And I've seen something that I've never seen in my life in an insane clown posse show. It took my breath away. So I hope y'all stand the fuck by and check out that video tomorrow, because you ain't going to want to miss it. And, a lot of Juggalo YouTubers, they see my genius, and it's all love. I just wish they'd give me a shout out. If I'm the only person to say something, just give me a little love and just say it was this guy. Don't be like there's mad of him if there wasn't mad of him. But this piece is absolutely conversation worthy, and when y'all see the clip, y'all gonna be like, that That's ridiculous. But there was I won't get too into tomorrow's video, but there was an interview recently done on ICP, and they had a stance on something, and they changed their stance, right? Those who know already know exactly what I'm talking about. But their stance changing, and why this was the most insane Clown Posse show, tour. Like I said, it ain't just him, Ouija, Wacko, everybody. But ICP's the headline. So it was the most insane thing I have ever seen. Literally ever seen. It was insane. I can't wait to talk about it. If I say insane one more time, I have a problem. So we ain't gonna go there. But tour was absolutely fresh. Wacko the Kid, if y'all never heard of him, check him out. It's like, I'm one of those dudes, and I'm not saying Wacko's music was whack. It was the first time I heard it. I loved it. I thought he put on a dope set. They were throwing out free weed, the whole thing. It was a dope-ass time. He did his work, and it was dope. Let's just say that. It was dope. And, I'm one of those people that it's like, even if your music's trash to me, bro, it doesn't mean that it's trash to somebody else. And if I'm putting, showing other people shine will never dull yours. You know what I'm saying? That's the easiest way to say it. Never. So it's like, unless they don't talk crap behind your back, like so much of the friggin' juggalo, not even juggalo, but like internet community, everybody runs their mouth and they don't know you. And then when you see them, they're all doing some nonsense and hiding and trying to do all this craziness. It's like my mask. Anybody who wants to see my pretty mug, I will tell you my real Facebook. This is for job purposes. And like I said, we playing chess, not checkers out here. I've dealt with some really terroristic stuff, and we're still in the midst. And like I said, you don't go to war without having the resources. And let's just say the stuff that I'm working on, I'm owed it. And I'm owed it much more than, let's just say, most. But we're going to have a lot of stories. Can't wait for tomorrow's video. Hopefully we get that up. Got to write a letter to the VA right now about the terrorism that I'm dealing with and all these things that were deferred. And it's like I said, the war and the friggin' battle never ends. But it's like I tell people, sometimes you got to lose a few battles so you can win the war. And it's like in a pool type of, comparison. If you get the opportunity to play a guy, and let's say he just charged you $100 a game, but he's the best pool player in the world, you could stand behind him, see how he does his masse, see how much speed he uses on that table. People will pay $100 for that. Or people, as I like to say, pay to play. And that's how you learn. So even if it was a bigger number, like y'all might hear about sometime very, very soon, and like say you were like, oh, it costs $4,000 to lose, but I get to play the game. I get to see how it's done. It's not just stories. It ain't just like fake research, something written on a page. It's like, you did it. You went through it. You see it. You saw it, whatever. And that's why transparency is so big on this channel and the stuff that we're going to do, the stuff we're going to talk about. It ain't just going to be Juggalo related. There's going to be a lot of heads messing with me, hopefully, with, we'll call it luck, haha, because that crap don't work. There's no such thing as luck. There's no such thing as karma, but there is a such thing as skill. There is a such thing as being shadow banned. And, just like everything, we got to adapt and overcome and become the new normal. So with transparency, the internet, 1099s, you don't have to be a droid and you don't have to be a bot. And it's kind of like when you're in school, you know what I'm saying? Even when you're that young and you're in school, in like grade school, they ask you, what's your dream job? Not like, what's your dream? Ain't that crazy to think about? They're already trying to get you to be like a bot, like your job, compared to like running your own business, doing your own dreams, traveling the world, do what you want. So, stay up with this channel. I think y'all are really going to start enjoying it. We're going to adapt and overcome every single second along the way. The gathering stuff's going to be coming up. I need to start live streaming. I got to figure out that whole game. I don't even know how to Photoshop a damn picture. I'll talk to a guy for 20 minutes and then they'll be like, oh yeah, do this, we'll do it. And, they're on my computer like they tapped in. And then it'll be like, okay, do this. And then I go to use the same exact shortcuts they told me that we used last time. Now they magically don't work. So let's just say normal things are much more difficult for some people due to ridiculous circumstances that, again, normal people don't have to deal with. But this homeless video finally came out. Y'all finally see a little bit of the backdrop. I could do so much. Y'all know I got so much crap and like Even like stuff you can't see, like behind that big Sam Adams mirror, we got all the Bruins signatures. I got a whole bunch of like dope sports memorabilia. Y'all can see the friggin' Boston Marathon Sam Adams mirror. If you really look at it, you can see like Hoppington and where the thing starts, where it ends. It has a whole bunch of work on it. But super fresh and, putting in that work. But it is true. I am homeless. I have been homeless for 3 months. So I apologize for not getting the content out. My father just died recently. I actually just bought a 2024 brand new Nissan Versa. So we're not doing that bad. But at the end of the day, overnight you can be homeless. And mine was well known. It wasn't no overnight or surprise or anything else. But stop looking at people a certain type of way, because that person that's homeless might be a lot smarter than you, and they're just doing something a different way, because life is kind of like a video game, and a lot of people like to use that reference, but I like to do it in a different way. I like to let y'all know, life, you can get through it any way you want, but life has Easter eggs. It's like when you play a game and it's like, oh yeah, I beat the game. Yeah, but did you find this? Did you really beat the game? You could have missed the freshest part of your life. That's what the Easter eggs are all about. And over here, we're going to show off some Easter eggs for some people to learn, and they're going to really appreciate the stuff that they learn on this channel. Some are going to be very disappointed by the stuff that they learn on this channel, but at the end of the day, I'd rather give people disappointment and truth than fiction and imagination. Oh, I got an itch over my shoulder, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, we're going to talk about a lot of stuff really soon. Can't wait for tomorrow's video. I appreciate y'all riding with me. We got over 700 heads. I'm super stoked about that. And it's like 700 people sub to my stuff. You know how much 700 damn heads are? That's a lot of mother lovers. You know what I'm saying? It's like when I put that friggin' video of a cop admitting he gave me a fake ticket and I lost over 300 friends within the next 24 hours. And should all acquaintance be forgot, keep your eye on the grand old flag. But at Post Strategic 5, we're going to talk a lot more about transparency. And let's just say we create new cures for cancer all the time. So as a new cancer arises, we create a new cure, and we continuously adapt and overcome, and we fight until we can't fight no more, and then we have somebody else fight for us. Rest in peace, Jimmy V. Thank y'all again for rocking with me. Please hit that subscribe button. Hey, homeless veteran. I don't like to use the word juggalo, gang stuff, and, But, yeah, if you know, you know. And, yeah, thank y'all for rocking with me.